Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over.
Ryan Seymore.
I'm Victor Dandridge, and where were you guys on the read list? I don't recall getting anything.
Left us hanging.
Like
not a single title this week suggested.
Nothing. We were on our own, but we made do.
We did.
Did we read anything that was the same?
Only in this area.
That's all right, though. That's all right. Okay, so where do you want to go?
Both of us have themes.
We do. What is your theme?
Mine is dark and noir.
That is not a theme. That is a lifestyle for you.
It is.
That is not even.
Totally
you
is.
get no points for that.
Yeah.
No points, sir. Mine is obviously the Superman archetype.
Yeah.
So let's start with your lightest one. How about that?
That would be Image Comics Criminal by Brubaker and Phillips.
Wait, that's the light one?
That's the light one, yeah. It
Okay.
is. It really is.
Okay, let's go.
It's the 10th anniversary issue for Criminal.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with the Criminal lineup, it's just very noir style, deadbeat people in bad situations,
Nice.
crime-wise, and then they find themselves getting jacked up worse.
Oh, yeah.
So this one, it centers around this child that's traveling with his father, and his father it works for some kind of organized crime in some
Right.
way, and it's just him trying to be a little kid while
While
his
his dad is like Al Capone.
yeah, just doing crazy stuff.
That's amazing.
And in the process of that, he gets a birthday present from his father. Of course, it's late.
Of course.
But it's a comic called Fang the Kung Fu Werewolf.
Does this exist? Is this
No,
a real thing?
But there are pages in there. So when much like the previous Criminal, where the guy was reading a comic and they would
Right.
go to that, similar mechanic here. And the comic is amazing.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, so definitely check it out.
Yeah.
And then there's a very, very brief blurb at the end of their new book, Kill or Be Killed, coming out. So
Okay, Kill or Be Killed. Do we have a release date on that?
I didn't see one.
Okay. All right. Fair game. Fair game.
Soon, hopefully.
I went with Image Comics as well as my kickoff with Invincible with Robert Kirkman, and series creator Cory Walker is back on this one, on this
nice.
stint. This is like, okay, so we're 2 issues after or in from the reboot.
Yeah.
And so we're picking up the pieces. If you didn't see where things were after that last issue, dude,
You need
dude,
to.
you missed out. You missed out on some things. Okay, so I have this thing where me and Kirkman, sometimes we share the same idea space. Like I will mine his stuff and be like, let me see if I know where you're going.
Yeah.
Where are you going with this? And I had a thing that I called on, after we saw where things were last time.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Eve totally has another dude. Like she totally got remarried or something crazy like that, has new kids. Okay, so it's not quite that.
Ooh.
But I think we're gonna get something similar to it. I think we're tiptoeing towards there was a thing.
Yeah, very interesting.
And can you blame her? I mean, Mark was gone for like 5 years, man. 5 years.
It's a long time.
Like that's 2 years shy of being declared legally dead on Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are in space, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's interesting though. Like, okay, so we're getting like almost a brand new status quo where everything is. Mark is in a place emotionally. I mean, after losing 5 years with your family.
Yeah, in that time he spent in a different time frame.
Can't even. But all the different parts and pieces are being revealed as to where everyone is in this 5 year later place.
Okay.
So very interesting. Oliver, dude needs to shave. It looks so bad. It's so bad. Like he's getting his my first Viltrum. Like that's what I'm calling it. And it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I swear. He's getting fashion tips from Walter from Jupiter's Legacy, and that's not really a good thing. I'm gonna put it out there. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Shave that off, Oliver. It's terrible. Ugh. So nasty. My first mustache.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Okay, we're gonna go the second darkest of the
Okay,
books.
second darkest.
Okay, and this one and the next one are both by Aftershock Comics.
Okay.
Who are just, if you're into horror, you're into like really, really dark crime stuff.
They're kicking in the doors right now.
Yeah, they're rocking it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Black Eyed Kids.
Okay.
That one's by Joe Pruitt and Kodransky. Black Eyed Kids are kind of like an urban legend crypto thing that isn't as big as Sasquatch.
Okay.
It's essentially they're little kids that have completely blacked out eyes, and they'll walk up to people in a car, walk up to people's houses, they'll knock on the door, ask if they can come in, say they're hungry, and you never let them in. But
Ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, you said that like it's instructional. If a child walked up to me, and I love children.
Yeah.
But with blacked out eyes?
Yeah.
The answer's no.
Yeah, that's terrifying stuff.
Yeah.
So it takes that framework and it adds in this violent, like people being killed, people being recruited, and it's just it's amazing. So if you're a fan of it would make a very, very cool indie horror film. So
I mean, I love horror. The thing that scares me in scary movies is when people do normal things abnormally.
Yeah.
When your eyes are completely black, that is abnormal.
Yeah,
Not normal.
that is-
That's an immediate timeout.
seek an optometrist.
Yes.
Get
yes.
LASIX.
Hey, can I come in? We're hungry. Let's go to the hospital. They have food there.
I might throw a bag of Cheetos out of my window at you.
No. I'm not feeding you because if I feed you, that's ownership. I'm
Oh.
not. Yeah. No way, man. It's not happening. Not on my watch. I took on next Superman American Alien #6 from DC Comics. Still written by Max Landis. This is his. Like we're counting down. He's got one more issue of this. This one he worked with Jonathan Case on this one, so it's very nice. Very, very nice. I have to admit, like, as we've started the countdown, I've been a little nervous because I feel like where the story was going, I kind of was like, oh, it's not quite in that place anymore. We're in the wind down, and so it's kind of sucktastic. I wasn't loving the first part of this issue, but then there comes a moment in the end where it totally turns around for me.
Oh, nice.
Like, this is one where you gotta get through this one. But there's a moment where some folks show up at the end, and it again goes back to that building something really big for what this sort of DC Universe thing could be. I really have to wonder, like, was this rewritten as any sort of commentary on Batman v Superman? Because I think it's there. Or was Max allowed to see like early incarnation and fit some of that into this?
Oh, really?
I feel like it's there, man. Like I feel like it is totally in there. So I don't know. But kind of, sort of. But it's awesome.
Do you think any of this is going to carry over to Rebirth in any way?
If they were smart, yes.
Listen,
like,
DC.
I am so sincere. Like, I almost feel like what this is almost the blueprint for what the DC Cinematic Universe should have been.
Yeah.
Like, no two ways about it. Max has got his finger on the pulse on this one. Yeah. So,
and there are only 2 movies into that.
just 2. So you can kind of weave.
A little bit of course correction.
Kind of.
It's possible.
Maybe. I don't know. But it would be awesome. But yeah, the last bit, yeah. Dope.
That will be read here in a few minutes.
What was your last one?
The Darkest.
Let's go to the Darkest.
Aftershock Comics again. David Hyde and Ponticelli's doing it. Second Sight.
Okay, now this is not your first foray in the Second Sight, dude.
I can't quit it.
Come on, man.
So
Your descriptions of this book creep me out.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
David Hyde
okay.
takes it up 2 notches.
Okay.
All right, so we're following this character who's the protagonist, who has the psychic ability to see through the eyes of killers. Totally normal, right?
No! Who do you hang out with, man? This is not
problems.
okay. All right, go ahead.
I was kicked out of kindergarten for my finger paintings. So, in this issue, he starts kind of putting things together about the Wednesday Club, which you'll have to pick up a copy of the book, because I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that.
Wait. Wednesday Club, it's got nothing to do with comics, does it? Oh,
No,
man.
it's horrible. It's actually really
man.
horrible. And he sees through the eyes of the one killer. There's a killer that keeps popping up, the one with like the leather suit.
It's you, isn't it?
No, I wish. I mean, I don't. But we find out apparently there's a connection between those 2.
Oh.
That's really, really horrific. Yeah, we find out about how the cops are functioning in this, and then a new character named Mr. Snuff.
This sounds like a very bad Sesame Street puppet. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. This sounds like the worst. Like, this is an immediate, like, Jim Henson called and was like, "Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not designing that. I'm not making that. You can't make me." Guy Gilchrist was like, "No, I'm not drawing that. No."
Hello, kids. My name is Mr. Snuff.
And I want to read you a bedtime story. No.
You and those black-eyed kids, get out of here.
Okay, Mr. Snuff. I might have to read this now just for the nightmares that I'm sure I'm going to have.
Yeah. For Vic's third and much
Oh
lighter
my
title.
God. Let's go to a happy place. Happy place. Ladies and gentlemen, Huck #6 Oh my God. Okay, first off, I want to give a shout out to Mark for his Eisner nod for Chrononauts. Him and Sean Murphy, they got an Eisner nod for Best Limited Series, which is fantastic. Chrononauts was fantastic. If you have not read that, come to Comic Town and buy it.
Pick it up. It's in one trade. It's going to be a couple more coming up, but
good. So, Huck 6. This is the finale. Oh my God. This was perfect. I want to have like a last book standing between this series and Starlight and see which one actually just made you feel better at the end. I don't even know. Like, if you're having a bad day, read those and you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Again, Mark Miller is the writer on this one. Raphael Albuquerque did the artwork, and it is gorgeous. So pretty, so pretty. Oh my God, the stuff that happens, like, I can't do spoilers. And I want to bust it out so bad, but I can't. But every good guy win is like the perfect good guy win.
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like a television series when the thing where, the Dukes of Hazzard moment comes and you're like, whoa! It's like a couple of those in there.
Oh, nice.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. It made me happy.
Yeah, because coming out of the tail end of the last issue,
Yes.
I was like, how are they going to get out of this situation?
And yes, you see some things.
Nice.
I've never seen a bad guy defeated so perfectly.
Really?
I'm just going to put it like that. I've never seen a bad guy defeated so perfectly. And I love their mom. I said it. I love their mom. What is it? Channing Tatum is supposed to be attached to that?
I think
If he's
that's what I've
Huck,
heard.
if he's Huck, it's just not fair. Stop with the superhero movies after that.
Yeah.
Like, it's that perfect.
Yeah.
Like, that's good job. It's my Lex Luthor impression. Put these two together.
Batman
How we
versus
do it?
Superman.
Yeah, that's a good job. No?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, fine. Honorable mention time. Okay, so we did go the same there.
Yes.
Did you do that on purpose? No. Are you serious?
It just worked that way.
That's even more gooder. Okay, so we did Extraordinary X-Men. All right, so we've got Jeff Lemire, right?
Yes.
And we've got a slew of artists on this one. We've got Humberto Ramos and some awesome colorists and inkers and fantastic folks. This was cool.
This was amazing.
I have not been following this. Sometimes I like to just pick up something random. I was on board. Like, everything about this was fun. It's like the stuff I like reading as a kid.
Yeah, it felt like an X-Men run from my childhood.
Yes.
But with
Yes.
the newer X characters,
Right.
which made it really fresh. No Girl is amazing.
Oh my God.
And
I've loved No Girl and Ernst forever.
yeah, and
Or at
then
least since Grant Morrison created them. Whatever.
you mix in Apocalypse and this Four Horsemen.
Yes. The logistics of who they are.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's smart. Like, the way he put that together was amazing.
Yeah. Jeff is kind of doing some things right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's bouncing all over the place. He's got one of the guys that is.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even put that together right away.
Yeah. It all makes sense.
You'll read it.
Yeah.
And stuff. Next one was Karnak #3 by Warren Ellis. And okay, now I don't know. He's Bashi. Is that how you say his last name?
I believe it's Bashi. Yeah.
Bashi? Okay, that's his last name. His first name is Roland. Roland. Keep them comics rolling. This was his first book on this one, I think. Because he was just now taking over on this one.
Yeah.
Ever lovingly brilliant. Karnak is not somebody to be messed with.
Not
like,
even remotely.
I love Black Bolt of the Inhumans, but Karnak is quickly becoming my next favorite. Like, I would actually have Black Bolt, like, divorce Medusa, marry Karnak, and y'all having, like, yeah, your empire would never fail.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah,
Ever.
There were 3 times in that that I was like, oh man, that's the Karnak quote I want to steal, but I can't say it. And then
Then there was another one, you're like,
yeah.
oh, that's, I can't.
Yeah.
Ooh! Yeah. I want him to be in a death metal band in the worst way. It'll make sense when you read it.
Yeah.
It'll make sense when you read it.
Yes.
Those concerts would be legendary.
it was
Short-lived, but legendary.
mind blowing.
Yeah. Ah, dang it, that was a good one. Why didn't I think of that? You're good. Good gracious. Okay, so it's the build-up to, what are we, like 2 weeks away from Free Comic Book Day?
Yes. May 7th.
Ooh,
Mark
it's
your
coming.
calendars.
It's coming. There's going to be lots of stuff here. You're going to have local artists.
We're local artists.
Nice.
We're also going to have, and this is to me, one of the coolest things.
Right.
Columbus-based group for comic fans that are female or non-binary called The Circle. So they'll be set up here giving out promotional materials, talking about their meetings. So
That's dope.
yeah.
Come be a part of this. You know you want to be. And you get to meet Ryan. Like, he might even sign papers for you as autograph-like material
Yeah.
because he's famous of sorts.
In my house, I am.
In his house and in Comic Town. He's the mayor of Comic Town.
Yeah.
We're going to make him wear a tux. He's going to look like the Monopoly Man.
Oh my gosh, can I wear a powder blue one? And a monocle?
Is this even a question? Of course.